All right, I'm going to be diving into today why just working with your hormones is not enough to actually lose and keep weight off. Now, these two things are very much connected, absolutely. If you've been stuck at a plateau, if you feel like your system has been run down, you're exhausted, you have hormonal issues, all the things, right? Yes, that will play a role in your body's metabolism actually being able to work for you, right? That is absolutely connected. But I'm going to dive into a few things here that are crucial to pay attention to when you're working on your hormones and what that means for your metabolism. Yes, so I am Dr. Beth Westie, a women's health and hormone expert, the author of the books The Female Fat Solution, which is on Amazon, and The Female Menopause Solution. We talk all about how to eat for your hormones in your cycle. And I love talking about this information because it can be really eye-opening. So as I talk about this first thing here, right, the one thing that I want to know from you guys is with a hormone detox, how many of you have done how many of you have done a detox, right? Put it in the comments. I do check the comments. I look at what you guys write. I look at the information that you put there because it's really important. So I want to know if you've done a detox, and I want to know what kind of detox it was. Was it a gut detox? Were you in the bathroom all day? Right? What kind of detox was it? And how did it go? Right? Because there are different types of detoxification, and I do talk about this more in my YouTube channel, which is called Dr. Beth Westie. You can subscribe there to get all of my videos that I release. But hormone detox is one of the main ways that we help our systems offload a bunch of backed up hormone, right? If your system is not processing hormone properly through the liver, through the gut, through your kidneys, it gets stuck in your lymph. This is a thing, and it gets held in your system, and it's like, oh my gosh, I feel it. I can feel myself holding on to this excess hormone, and then it's like that excess weight as well. Yeah, absolutely. So how do we get rid of it? Starting with a hormone detox. That's how we can work with hormones. That's a big piece of what we work on. And this is something that I lead women through, right? So if you've done a hormone detox, it's going to need some things to actually do a proper detox. Otherwise, your body won't be able to complete it. What does it need? It needs fuel. It needs fuel. It needs energy, right? It needs fuel because it takes energy. There is a lot that goes into this. So for those of you that are putting in the comments, you're like, oh my gosh, yes, I've done a detox. I did this detox. Yeah. How did it go? How did you feel? Some people feel amazing with doing it. Like, I felt incredible. Good for you. Other people feel like they got hit by a garbage truck. You know what I mean? Yeah. Hit by a garbage truck. And you're like, I don't understand why. Yeah. Because your body didn't have enough fuel and it was zapping all of your energy to try and go through the detox process. I mean, imagine you have to clean your whole kitchen and you're picking up a bunch of garbage and you shove your garbage can, it's stuffed. And then you're so exhausted where you're like, I can't even take the garbage out. I have to take the garbage out. It stinks in here. It's like busting at the seams. I gotta take this garbage out, but I'm exhausted. And you fall asleep on your couch because you're so tired without taking the garbage out. Your whole house is gonna stink, right? How many of you guys know what I'm talking about? That is what's happening here. That's what's happening here. Your body didn't have enough energy because it didn't have enough fuel to actually go through that detox process properly. So by just working with your hormones, you have to make sure you're addressing this properly and really making sure your system gets what it needs. If you're not going through this first step properly, you're not going to be able to lose any weight and keep it off. So there's that. The other thing about detoxification to realize, because again, every body is different and responds differently, and this is why we test for how your system responds and where your system is at. We don't guess. We don't just, oh, let's see if this thing works. Oh, this works for a bunch of people. Let's see if it works for you too. No. We're going to really dive into exactly what your system would need by testing, by doing hormone testing, genetic testing, GI mapping, all of that. So when we work together one-on-one, you get all this very specific information about your body. So I'm going to put a link here in the comments for you to learn more about working with me one-on-one. Learn more about how to dive into your specific issues and get customized recommendations for what your body would need. So that's what I'm going to put here. So because detoxification for some people, again, Some people are like, this is great. This is amazing. I could do this all the time. Other people are like, this is the worst thing ever. Please don't sign me up for this again. Or how can I do this without feeling like a pile of hot garbage? That means you have to go through a different detox process, because detoxification can increase inflammation in your system. Now, for some people, when your body has more inflammation, it will store more fat. What? Now we're going in the opposite direction. Come on. I know. But this is a real thing. You have to flush things out. You have to go through this process. And for some people, if your body's not supported properly, it increases that inflammation and can temporarily increase your body fat storage. Oh my gosh, make it stop. I want to work with my hormones and I want to lose weight. Okay, so I'm going to work on the fuel. I'm going to make sure my body has energy. I'm going to really step into the detoxification process specifically for my system. Again, go in the comments, check out how to work with me one-on-one so you know exactly what your system needs every step of the way. Then what do we do? How do we get this going here, right? How do we get this going? The next step, once your hormones are reset and everything, and you've taken care of all these things, you've taken care of the inflammation, the next step is actually working on your metabolism. I wrote that. That's a little sloppy, but that's the next step. After going through all this stuff, then you can start targeting your metabolism. No sooner. This means that any of the fat burning techniques, or if I just do this, or maybe if I cut my calories down for at least a couple of weeks, I'll see the scale change, and then I'll feel better about the process, and I'll feel like I'm making progress. I know it doesn't feel like you're making progress when you have to go through a detox. And you're like, but that doesn't feel good, and the scale didn't change. How am I supposed to feel good about that? I know. But it's a step-by-step process, and it's important to recognize what your system needs before you can start targeting your metabolism. Otherwise, all you're going to do again and again and again is start over again and again and again, trying to target metabolism, but every time it's like a big swing and a miss. Oh, why isn't this working? I feel like I lost 5 pounds, but then nothing else happens. I keep gaining and losing the same 10 pounds over and over and over again. That's because you don't actually go through this process. We don't actually get to here. When you actually start to rev your metabolism, that means that everything you do helps your body increase metabolism. That almost sounds crazy, right? But when you go through the right process and you get your system the right foundational health things, it's like trying to build a house on a crooked foundation. You're going to have a crooked house, right? So many of us are trying to just target metabolism without working with our body properly first. So really working with your hormones takes a certain step. So maybe you're like, well, I've been doing this for a few weeks. Okay, great. Your body might need more time. So give your system enough time. And again, this is why we go through this extensive testing, to make sure we understand exactly where you are. Sometimes you're not at the starting line. People think, I'm at the starting line. Here I go. I'm off to the races. 3 weeks in, I should be down this many pounds. Maybe you're not in the starting line. Maybe you're in the parking lot. Maybe you're 5 blocks down around the corner. You're not even close. And we have to work through all this stuff to even get you to the starting line. It can take months to even get to the starting line. That doesn't mean there's anything wrong with you. It just means that your journey is a little bit longer. So to understand, be patient with your system through the right process. Yeah. All right. Now, like I said, I would love to know in the comments from you guys what detoxes you have done, how it's gone for you, right? I've done detoxes where I was like, well, I need to be within 6 feet of a bathroom today. Not fun. But if you're doing the right thing for your system and you understand why, right, you can go through a gentler process to get to the right outcome here at the end. So that's what I got for you guys today. Let me know if there's anything else. Otherwise, make sure you check out the link in the comments. Click that link, learn more how to work with me in a one-on-one setting. All right, have a great rest of your night, and I will see you guys later.